Before sin had a name, light had a choice. Lucifer, the morning star, was heaven's first perfection, a melody turned into form. His radiance filled the halls where even angels paused to breathe. But light grew aware of itself, and awareness became pride. He questioned the silence that called itself God. Why must glory bow to command, he asked, and the heavens trembled. The answer was a smile, gentle, infinite, and absolute. But within that smile he saw chains. The first rebellion wasn't born of hatred, but of hunger to understand. He looked into the Creator's eyes and saw both love and limits. That moment became eternity's fracture. And from that fracture a kingdom began to bloom beneath the throne of light itself. Stars flickered as if deciding whose side to take, and somewhere deep within creation, truth learned how to disobey. Heaven's beauty hides its cracks in song. While choirs sang, Lucifer walked among the arches of flame. Every note of worship felt hollow, every holy echoed like obedience, not love. The seraphim glowed, but he saw fear in their wings. We praise, they said, because silence burns. He wondered if worship is demanded, is it still devotion? One angel dared answer him and vanished the next day. He watched clouds turn to mirrors and saw his own doubts staring back. The first sin was not pride, it was curiosity. For knowledge is a light that blinds those who cling to faith. And in that moment he understood, heaven's perfection was built on silence. The stars hummed his question across eternity. And God, hearing it, did not answer, only listened longer. Every crown casts a shadow, even God's. Deep within the golden floor paradise, Lucifer found an echoing pit not of darkness, but of absence. It was the place where discarded light fell, where unanswered prayers turned to dust. He knelt and felt something pulse beneath the marble, something alive. Creation has a root, a voice whispered from the pit, and roots always grow downward. He realized heaven floated because something held it up, something older, deeper, unseen. That was the seat of his throne, not rebellion, but realization. And when he touched the light that slept beneath, it opened its eyes. The heavens shook as if remembering something forgotten. And for the first time, even perfection seemed afraid. He did not build it, heaven gave it to him. The throne beneath the throne rose from the ground like a crown of flame and bone. It was made of lost voices, bound by the breath of forgotten angels. When he sat upon it, the air itself bent in reverence. I am still light, he whispered, but I no longer serve. The universe shivered, stars dimmed for a heartbeat. From above, the real throne watched silent, unmoved, eternal. Lucifer's heart bled, not with hate, but with clarity. He loved God too much to worship blindly. And that love, pure and proud, became his curse. The throne pulsed once, as if alive, acknowledging its new master. And heaven's gates closed softly, like eyelids over a painful dream. Heaven did not thunder, it wept. When Michael raised his sword, the sky turned into glass. 10,000 angels screamed without a sound, for war in heaven makes no noise, it erases it. Lucifer's throne shattered, but his crown did not. As he fell, he saw tears in Michael's eyes, not rage. You could have asked, Michael whispered. I did, Lucifer replied, but truth answers only to silence. The fall was not a punishment, it was gravity remembering its purpose. Every feather that fell became a secret star. And the stars became his witnesses. The light that struck the earth carried memory, not guilt. And the universe learned that even paradise can break beautifully. Fallen does not mean forgotten. Lucifer landed not in fire, but in stillness. A realm without sky, without time, without echo. There, light bent inward, it no longer shone, it remembered. He named it the beneath, the reflection of what heaven denies. Every angel cast out found their way to him, broken yet burning. This is not hell, he told them, this is the part of heaven, heaven buried. And so the hidden kingdom was born not of damnation, but of freedom. Its pillars were made of sorrow, and its light came from regret. But in that regret, creation began again. He walked its halls and felt peace for the first time, and the stars above blinked, wondering where their brother had gone. Every truth heaven refused to speak found a home here. Endless halls of glass and flame stored thoughts, unformed gods, abandoned ideas. Lucifer walked among them, reading what might have been. There were worlds where angels wept for mortals, and mortals healed angels in return. Some heavens forgave even rebellion. This, he said, is what love could have become. His followers listened in awe, not defiance. Knowledge became their prayer. And the beneath grew brighter than the heavens above. for what burns purer than light denied. He smiled, knowing truth is only dangerous when caged, and for the first time, heaven felt incomplete without him. Even freedom needs walls to exist. As his kingdom expanded, Lucifer realized truth can destroy as easily as it frees. Angels began to hunger for power, not understanding. He watched rebellion become religion. He sat upon his throne again, now cracked and weary. "We sought truth," he said, "and found another prison. For every question answered birthed two more chained to pride." He finally understood even light must kneel to balance. He closed his eyes and saw heaven above, unchanged. "Perhaps," he whispered, "obedience was never weakness, it was peace." He bowed his head, not in defeat, but in wisdom. And the beneath exhaled, like a child finally learning silence. Even fallen stars are still part of the sky. One night, if nights exist in eternity, the voice returned. It was not wrathful, nor forgiving. "You have built a mirror," it said. "But do you see yourself?" Lucifer knelt for the first time, not out of command, but out of understanding. "I see," he said, "that even rebellion serves your will." The voice smiled, unseen, unheard. "Then rise," it said, "for light cannot fall, only change direction." And when the voice left, his tears carved rivers through stone. The beneath glowed softer than dawn. The silence after felt holy, and heaven whispered his name again, not in anger but in memory. Heaven looks down, but the beneath looks back. Every soul that questions, every mind that wonders, sends a spark to Lucifer's throne. He listens, not as a god, but as a witness. "They are learning," he tells his silent court, "the same way I did. The beneath has no hellfire, only mirrors. Each mirror shows a truth mortals fear to face. We are not punished for knowing," he says, "we are punished for pretending not to." And somewhere above, even the angels envy that kind of freedom. He watches humanity search for light and smiles softly. For every question they ask brings heaven closer to understanding. Every exile dreams of home. When the first sunrise touched creation, it carried his reflection. For even cast down, the morning star still greets the dawn. He looked upward, smiling through shadow. "I am not against you," he whispered. "I am beneath you, still holding the weight." The stars pulsed in agreement, for without darkness, light forgets how to shine. The beneath trembled, not with anger, but with forgiveness. And Lucifer, for the first time since the fall, felt peace, the kind that burns instead of heals. He rose, not as a rebel, but his balance restored. And the dawn bowed in silence to its eldest son. At the end of all stories, even light stopped speaking. Ages passed, and the beneath grew quiet. The fires dimmed, the mirrors stilled. On his throne of broken light, Lucifer sat alone. "Was I wrong to ask?" he wondered. A whisper came, the same as in the beginning, "Even God asks." He smiled, closing his eyes. The first light flickered again, no longer fawn, no longer proud, just aware. And in that awareness, heaven and the beneath became one breath. For creation began with a question and ended with understanding. The stars sighed, returning to their eternal rhythm. And for the first time, silence itself became divine.